All right, so let's quickly talk about how to carry out cessation for a business name. Now, what cessation? You want to stop doing the business. You don't want the business to exist again. So you are ending the business, okay? You are folding up and you want to do it officially. So that's what we want to do here. For you to be able to do that, all you need to do is to come to this cessation here. Of course, I assume you already know how to get up to this point. You have watched the previous video, so I wouldn't go over all of that again. So I'm just going to click on the cessation here. And once I do, I'll come here and click on Start Cessation. Okay, so you can see here that the requirements for this is the death certificate or other evidence of death, if it's applicable in this case. Okay, it's not compulsory, that's the meaning. You need to have a consent letter signed by all the partners. If this business is a partnership, if it's not just a single proprietor, all the partners have to sign a consent letter and in agreement to what you want to do. Okay, and then you need to get your means of identification ready, and then you fill the form. So what we want to do here, all you need to do is just to come to this start process here. And then you want to look through all of these. Most times, if you're doing post incorporation services, this would have auto generated many of the information for you. Okay, but then you have to look through all the fields. If there are information that are not yet, that are not there, but you can see the asterisk here, you will have to fill it in yourself. So here, you can see the name is already here, and then the registration number is already here. So here was the reason for cessation of this business. Why are you ending the business? If you click on the drop down arrow, you're going to see the different reasons. Is it by court order? Is the cancellation done by CAC? Or is it due to the death of the proprietor or maybe all the partners? Or are you just doing it voluntarily? Okay, so you're going to choose the right one. Okay, and then what date are you officially ending this business? So if you're ending the business, let's say today, so just pick the right date. Okay, once you pick the right date, you scroll down and then you want to write or fill in the name of the proprietor of this business here. Okay, and then what's the description? If the person is the proprietor, you're going to say is the proprietor. Once you do that, you save and continue. Okay, so once it brings you up to this point, this is the preview page. You just want to look through the information to be sure that everything that you have stated are correct. And once you're okay with that, scroll all the way down and then you're going to proceed to payment. And then once you get to the payment section here, you can see here that you're filing for notice of cessation of business and it is 10,000 naira. So all you need to just do is to click on remitter, follow the normal payment process, which I am sure you're already used to. And then once your payment is done successfully, but before I leave here, I want you to always copy out this RRR code. Sometimes when you're making payment, there could just be issues with your payment and then the payment has gone. This RRR code is always one of the code that you can use to recover your transaction and then get the problem fixed. So always just copy it out and save somewhere just in case you need it. So once you're done making this payment, all you need to do is to go and upload. You're going to see the upload page. I already told you, we already saw in the first page everything you will need to upload. The ones that are compulsory, you have to get them uploaded, and the ones that are not compulsory, you might just leave them. And then once you're done with that, CAC is going to pen the application for review. And once it reviews and approved, then your business can cease to exist. Okay, but before I go, all you need to do after you are done submitting, of course, is that it's going to bring you back to the dashboard here. And then here, you can see here it's saying not submitted. Why? Because I did not complete that process. So if I still want to complete that process, if I click on this, it's going to take me back to the process, maybe to make payment, maybe to upload my information. Okay, but if you're done successfully, it's going to come to pending here, and then they are going to review it, and once it's approved, it's going to come to approved here. And if it is queried, also you're going to see the queried here, and then they're going to tell you the reason why it was queried. So you can always talk about that one later in our group. So this is how to carry out cessation of business name in CAC Post Incorporation portal. If you have any questions, let me know in the group, or if you're watching this on YouTube or anywhere, just let me know. Just type in your question and then we can fix that. Thank you.